Hello there, my friends. It's RJB here from RJB TV, and today we got Burgersasu against Leebokgu. Leebokgu, also known as Gold SCV, and also known as the one and the only White and Black. And we got him here on the board. Let me just add that little score thing to the top. So yeah. Leebokgu is on the name Gus493. Then we have Burgersasu here on the name SAOFDKS. Oh wait, there's no S in there. SAOFDKDSOFKSODF, which I'm sure means something when you type it out on the Korean keyboard, but I am not going to type that out. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm just going to call him Burgersasu, because that is who he is. And he's here on the blue Zerg. He loves playing Zerg. He's so damn good at it. And Leebokgu loves playing Protoss. He is so damn good at it. So Leebokgu, known to most in the foreign scene as Black and White and Gold SCV. So I'm gonna put that into the title so that people from the foreign scene know that this is Black and White playing against Burgersasu. Now, small little backstory on these two is they have been playing each other since like 2018, which makes it at least 5 years of them playing each other. And Burgersasu in the past used to be way better than Leebokgu, but Leebokgu has shown so much growth as a player over those 5 years that I would almost dare say that they are pretty much on equal footing in terms of skill that they have acquired and honed. Another very fun thing about these two is that they have a lot of banter behavior between each other. They love bantering, they love bad-mannering, they love disrespecting. And mix that with their ability to micro and multitask and macro very quickly and always find the right moves to make. You get some really exciting games between these. He manages to push the probe out of the base. I find that highly impressive. But of course, Leebokgu didn't have to get in much deeper, because when you see this in the choke, you already know what's happening in the back. It's a pool and a hatchery. He's trying to get as little frontal defense as possible by plugging up that hole here with the egg. So the egg goes into the hole and is going to plug the hole to make sure nothing goes in or out of the hole. And the sunken behind it can very easily defend all on its own. It's a nice little wall. Zealot there is checking to see if Burgersasu is making a mistake, but no, my friend, no mistakes were made. Burgersasu is keeping the Zealot alien invasion out of his small little base. But he's going for 5 hatchery. Like, this allows him to go for 5 hatcheries very, very quickly. But he does know that Leebokgu is building cannons here on the middle. Well, it's a pylon at the moment, but he's going to build cannons here because the cannons can hit the sunkens from pretty far away, or I mean the hatcheries from pretty far away. So first, 1 cannon warping in. There's no zealots Zerglings here to stop this, so he should be able to do this just perfectly fine. Very fast robo coming in as well on a double gateway, and double Nexus Cybercore Force finished up in the back. Double gas, Zergling there finds the middle. Overlord is of course seeing everything as well. So now the question becomes, what is Burgersasu going to do to deal with this? He's got a couple options. One of them is building a sunken in front of his hatcheries to then hit that cannon in the front. But this sunken might have been a little bit too late, although I think it's not within range. You can hit the Overlord though, but now the Zealots are forced to move and hit that sunken. They take some damage, but they have to kill the sunken to allow this cannon right here in the front to be warped in, so that this cannon in the front can hit those hatcheries. That's his play. He wants to kill the hatcheries, because the one downside of this method of choking as a Zerg is cannons in the front. He's warping in a sunken though. There's not enough zealots to kill this here in the front. So now it's a race against the clock. Who's gonna finish their cannon or sunken first? It's gonna be the cannon. More sunkens are warping in. careful. They're a little bit late. Zealous Zerglings there trying to help out, keeping that Sunken in the front alive. Zealots are taking a lot of damage. Cannon's finished up. Cannon stays alive. Sunken's triple Sunken morphing at the same time. They're all under attack though, but the Zealots are going to die. And the question becomes, will that Sunken... will this be enough? Oh, 2 more Zealots coming out to help the party. And the cannon does go down. It looks like Burgersasu just barely managed to hold on to this position. Look at the HP. 21 HP. Just 2 more hits. Or 1 more hit from a cannon, 1 more hit from a Zealot, and this Sunken would have gone down. And then I think Leebokgu would have won that fight there in the front. Very quick course to kill the Overlords and deny vision from Burgersasu. There's double Reaver on the way in that shuttle. In the back we have a Hylisk Den. 4 hatcheries, so 2 in the front, 4 in the back. And Hylisk on the way, but he's getting supply block at the moment, so he can't not really produce that many of them. So the Corsair has done his job, and the Corsair is now going to make that Reaver shuttle drop a lot stronger. Because the supply block is still here. He's still waiting for Overlords to spawn. And defending against 2 Reavers inside a shuttle is difficult, but oh, he's trying to push. He's trying to push, but the Reaver has trouble shooting on his target. That's something that happens with Reavers and map designs. Sometimes the Reavers can't shoot. It's not a bug, it's something to do with how the maps are being subdivided into smaller little sections. You can't see them, but it's kind of what happens. It's basically a byproduct of the coding. But it's not a bug. It is very weird to explain, but it's a byproduct, not a bug. So yeah, the front part here is still gonna go down anyway, but it served its purpose, although its purpose wasn't served for very long. Leebokgu is playing a pretty impressive Protoss against Zerg so far, going through very precise and smart motions to deal with what Burgersasu was doing. Burgersasu is getting 1 more hatchery in the back, double hatchery in the front has gone down. Courses are flying back and forth, hunting for whatever they can, keeping those Overlords away. The amount of Hylisks at the moment is still pretty small, but he's trying to produce as many as he can, as fast as he can, in order to be able to deal with the Zealots. It's not a lot of Zealots, it's largely just a lot of Reavers. He's trying to get as many as he can to deal with the Reavers, but the Reavers here have trouble shooting around the corners. They cannot shoot around the corners, actually. They literally cannot shoot around the corner. So the choice to go... oh, now he's using the Zealots to allow the Reavers to push forward so he can hit the Sunkens around the corner. But look at how close they have to be. And I think he is making a mistake here because the Reavers will take a lot of shots from the Sunkens. That was not worth it. Not worth it at all. I think he should have waited for a couple shuttles and just fly into the base and land right here, and then push from that corner towards the main hatchery. But sometimes you have an idea in mind and you think, I think this might work. Like the idea to send the Zealots in first to have them tank the Sunken shots was not a bad idea. But against this spawn location, it just doesn't work. The Reavers cannot shoot around the corner. They have to pretty much be pushing their face into the Sunken to hit those Sunkens around those corners. It doesn't work, but their shuttles have finished up. He's going for the other move. He's shuttling Reavers into the base. Hylisk getting an early surround. A lot of Reavers do go down, but the Hylisk are dead and gone. Is he going to push from this corner, or is he going to try to sneak 1 shuttle with a Reaver in on those drones? A lot of Hylisk have spawned, setting him up for a surround on the Reavers, coursing the air to keep Overlords away and maybe even Mulus, but he comes in with the attack. Disruption webs coming down on the Hylisk, but the micro there from Burgersasu is pretty on point, steps out pretty much instantly, gets a great surround on the Reavers, and the Reavers don't really get that much done. I mean, they killed about 20 or maybe 24 Hylisks, but the Reavers were much more costly. They had 5 scarabs each, they cost 200 minerals, 100 gas, very expensive attack to lose and not get any results. And against the Zerg, that is pretty much the point where you're now forced to allow the Zerg to grow really big, really quick. He's got a lot of hatcheries, 4 on this side, there's number 5, and that's a creep. He's unloading on the other side now, it's another 6 Reavers on the ground. He's gonna try to force Burgersasu to stay locked into producing Hydralisks to get surrounds on the Reavers, and the Reavers hopefully will get absolutely amazing Scarab connections and kill as many of those Zerglings and Hydralisks as he can. First in, the Zerglings go to eat Scarab shots, and the Hydralisks go in for a surround. The surround is very good. The Sunken finishes up on the bottom and helps them out. Burgersasu is playing this like a monster. But look at this, another wave of Reavers has already finished, I believe. I think these are full with the Reavers. Yeah, he has so many robotics, or robotics facilities, that's the correct way of saying it. You can shuttle in a group of Reavers, unload them, pull the shuttles back to the middle, and pick up new Reavers, and by the time the Reavers in the base are killed, he already has another group ready to go. Corsairs being annoying, trying to distract him. Distraction not working here though, because it's only 2 Corsairs. Burgersasu has no trouble whatsoever just tracking and chasing around 2 Corsairs, pushes their shuttles back to the middle, where they will apparently pick up a couple more Reavers. I think he's got a total of 10, maybe even 12 of them in the shuttles. You're back at home, more gateways coming along, only 1 cannon to protect his probes, kind of low-balling that defense, but he's under the assumption that Burgersasu is in no position or condition to go for a counter drop with Lurker Hydralisk. He's waiting for Overlords. Drop there, once again coming into the top corner, finds a good spot there. The Sunken is within range, but there's a lot of Reavers. Hydralisk though get a great surround. Really good surround, but will the Hydralisk win the fight, or will it be the Reavers? Reavers are running out of Scarabs pretty quickly though. I don't think he has Scarab capacity upgrade finished yet. But it looks like that's pretty much a 1-for-1 trade. Lost about 30 Hydralisks against, I think it was 10 or 12 Reavers. So far, the strategy from Leebokgu has got him a huge supply lead. Burgersasu is perpetually stuck in producing waves of Hydralisks because he's losing all of them every single time. Great disruption web, once again a great surround. This time around though, the Reaver drop doesn't actually kill that many Hydralisks. And that is going to be a turning point. Because now I believe Burgersasu already has enough Hydralisks at the moment in his base to defend against the next big Reaver drop. So I'm expecting him to go for a round of drones. Like he's already got 9 on the way. He might go for another round of drones. He's also getting Lurkers at the moment. He might put those Lurkers on these spots where Leebokgu has been unloading his Reavers. And force the Reavers to unload on top of Lurkers. And the Lurkers, if there's no detection, will do a lot of damage. So cannons coming up on the right side here. The middle only still has 3 cannons. Getting gateways on the middle now. You're back at home, didn't build too much. He's got a Tempest Archive now. Tempests are rolling or floating. Yeah, I guess they're floating into the middle. They're gliding. I'm not sure. Are they floating? Are they gliding? Are they walking? They're not moving their little legs, though. They're lazy little bastards. Just floating forward, flying forward, gliding. Corsairs there, combined and joined with the shuttles. So I'm going to go for another drop here on this top corner. Maybe for the backside. Where is he going to go with those Reavers? There's one Lurker there on the right side. I don't see a Lurker on the left side. There's, yeah, 2 Lurkers on the right side. But cannons there. Cannons are pushing the Overlords away every time he flies forward. A lot of Hydras are on the bottom corner. He meets Disruption Webs to... I think he's got a Disruption Web on the Hydras. No, he's not. Yes, he is. So the Reavers make their way all the way to the Lair, and they're going to unload right on the left side. That's 12 maybe 14 Reavers on the scene, going to try to kill that Lair, and they're going to do it for sure. Goodbye Lair, goodbye Lair. But the Hydras are coming in, getting a great surround there, but it's a very difficult position to break into. Although the Reavers are kind of cock blocking themselves. There's too many of them on one single spot. One more Scarab might hit those drones, and the drones do die. Beautiful job, but now it's time for a counterattack because all of the Reavers just died. And Burgersasu knows it's now or never. He's pushing into the middle. Templars are there on the middle though to storm on those Hydras, but oh, I'm not sure which way this is going to go. If he can kill the pylons on the middle before the Reavers have Scarabs or before they come out of the Robos, he's got a real good shot at winning this game with this counter push. Though we do have a lot of gateways. Though the gateways. Oh, he's moving forward. He's going to try to snipe the Reavers before they have Scarabs. It's going to be a very tight, very close race. Burgersasu has no drones, no main, but he's dominating here on the middle. It's a counterattack of the ages. He just felt that it was time to go right here, or right now. It's now or never. And he took his chance, took his shot, and he's going to try to kill Leebokgu before Leebokgu recovers an army. Leebokgu has a lot of supply, but most of his supply is still inside of gateways and robotics facilities. Observer is in the sky. He can detect the lurkers now. There's a drop here on the right. There's a drop there on the left. Drop on the left goes in. Goes in. Burgersasu Burgersasu is completely ignoring his base because he's just focusing on the attack. He wants to clear out the middle as fast as he can. One high there doing some scouting, some recon. He's taking down the middle, but it's a little bit slow because he did lose a lot of Hydralisks to the storms, and he doesn't have the money to rebuild them. Doesn't have the money for more of them. Another drop there happening, loses more drones. A couple drones did get pulled to safety. A couple Hydralisks there to defend for 97 gas. Almost no minerals at all. He's taking on the middle, but over time his army on the middle is going to keep growing smaller and smaller. The supply difference is basically 3 times as many. 150 against 51. So Burgersasu with a valiant heroic defense and counterattack doesn't... Oh, kills the shuttle just in time, but another one is on the way. Gonna try to snipe this one as well. Storms of the Hydras. Double storm of the Hydras. Hydras do make their way out of there. Archon morphing, or merging. I think it's a merging, not a morphing, it's a merging. They're merging into one. So he stays alive for a little while longer, now 24 drones, 55 supply. Gonna try to push forward there, but can't quite do it because there's cannons and zealots and Templars and whatever else you can name. Burgersasu is facing all of it. And Leebokgu there goes in with another drop. Gonna try to snipe the shuttles, but he's not on time. The Reaver there on the scene kills some Hydras, but 2 more drops arriving on the scene. There might be Templars in there. Drones are running away, but a couple of drones do go down. Down to 25. I think he lost 8 of them. Now the front door there is under attack, but not enough. Not enough. I think Burgersasu is done for. Leebokgu played a pretty nice game. It really was that one final Scarab getting shot right as the drones returned, and Burgersasu made a big mistake. 2 shuttles are coming in from 2 directions. Starts unloading both of them. He doesn't know which one to target. Storms and kills a lot of drones once again. I think 15 or 16, maybe even 20 of them went down. And that's going to be a GG. That is going to be a GG. There's no way possible in this entire world for Burgersasu to make a comeback here. No way possible. And that's game number 1. Burgersasu gets felled and slain by Leebokgu, the black and white from SCW. Makes it a 1 win, 0 win. Well, Leebokgu's in the lead at the moment. We're going to see them return in the next video when I'm going to do game number 2, maybe 3 and 4. Not quite sure how many replays I'm going to do. Depends on how long they are, but I do hope to see you return for part number 2 sometime very soon. So hang on tight, don't go anywhere, and we'll be back tomorrow or something. Anyway, see you soon, my friends.